All right, hello and welcome. I'm Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration, A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. And today I want to answer the question, can I travel now that my U visa was approved? And the best advice I can give is to talk to a lawyer specifically about your situation because it's complicated, all right? If you won a U visa in the US, you already have the 4-year work permit. What that technically means is that you have won U non-immigrant status, all right? If you won it here in the US, it is typically not actually a quote unquote visa. It's not a stamp in your passport. It's not a travel document, okay? The main thing to know about is when you win a U visa in the United States, it is not a travel document. The only way to make it a travel document is if after you get the I-918 approved, you process it through the National Visa Center and through a consulate in your part of the world to get a visa in your passport, all right? But the problem with that is that if you leave the US to go and process a visa in your passport, you often, depending, if you have more than 365 days of unlawful presence in the US in the past, then you will trigger a 10-year bar upon leaving. And so that's what makes traveling with a U visa risky and complicated, because as soon as you leave the US, you'll trigger a 10-year bar, and that bar was not waived with the U visa. Even if you signed a form I-192, it was not waived with your U visa. Why? Because you weren't inadmissible at the time. You didn't leave at the time you applied. And so anyway, the best advice is to not travel. Do not travel before you get your green card, all right, or before you get advanced parole through the application for your green card. The U non-immigrant status that you get, which it looks like a work permit, but you also get the approval notices, that is not a travel document, and a lot of people are confused by that, and you can trigger new inadmissibility if you leave the US. So that's all I wanted to say today. If you have questions like, is it possible to travel with a U visa and then get the U visa stamp in your passport and then come back into the US? Yes, it is possible. It is a lot of work. It is a lot of stress. I don't want to put you through that if it's avoidable, okay? And so is it possible? Yes, it's possible, but you got to know what you're getting yourself into, and it's a mess, all right? It's a legal mess because you need a new waiver, you need a visa in your passport, and you need to get back in, and you need to get back in with less than a year out, because at the time you apply for your green card, you've got to show you've got 3 years of physical presence in U status in order to adjust status. So lots of factors to consider there, and I hope this was helpful. If you can avoid it, please stay in the US. Don't travel on U non-immigrant status because it's not a travel document, and instead wait until you apply for your green card. The green card is a travel document, and you can travel freely on that, all right? So thanks a lot. I'm Otis Landerholm, Landerholm Immigration, A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. Thank you. Bye-bye.